heart, her voice be catching feelings. Once you see her face, her eyes you remember, and she have you falling harder than a Sunday in September. Whether in Savannah, Kansas, or Atlanta, she walk in any room, have you raising up your antennas. She can fly you straight to the moon or to the ghettos, wearing teeny shoes and flat sewing stilettos. Illuminating all that she touches down the arrow. A modern day Jonah for alchemy and pharaoh. Classy, such get you in the razzle dazzle. The magnetic energy will have you coming home like classy singing. Ooh, shock it, break it, baby, electro, sophista, funky, lady. That make you wanna get down. So all my ladies on the screen right now. Hey everybody, how are we doing today? Thank you so much. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. Hi, my name is Simply Drana. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your subscriptions. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for listening, because I ain't got no friends. So I might as well tell y'all my journey and what I'm doing and get feedback from y'all and just grow with this journey. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I always have my phone. I have notifications set up. So if you want to, click that notification bell as well, and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Okay, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, so as everyone probably already knows, I am currently a pre-nursing student preparing for nursing school. So one of the programs, I've been applying to a lot of BSN programs, and I also decided to apply to ADN programs because at first I was going to do a transition from LVN and then do RN, but I was like, it's still 2 years, because I wasn't going to actually work as an LVN. I was just going to go ahead and get the certification and then go straight right into the RN. So I was like, honestly, what's the point? Let me, suck it up, get focused, and just go ahead and just do the straight RN program. So for the ADN program that I was applying for, I applied to a community college here where I live. By the way, I'm in Texas. And so in order for you to even apply or be considered for application, they suggest that you go to a nursing informational session. Now, I went to this nursing informational session yesterday, and it was a straight blessing that I went, for real, because at first I didn't even know that they were having an information session. I thought the next one wasn't until like August or so, but this was the last one for the summer. So I was so grateful to have caught that one. So went to the nursing informational session. It was like at 11 o'clock, and they was like, just set aside at least 3 hours of time so that way you have enough time for the whole entire informational session. It was not 3 hours worth of information, sis. I'm trying to tell you, at all. Not even a little bit. So we get in there. It started at 11 o'clock. They started prompt on time, which I liked because I was there ridiculously early because I'm always early to everything. And we get in there, and they start talking about a lot of stuff that I already know, prerequisite courses and, the steps to take, getting your TB tethers and things, and that it takes 6 months to do. That's a whole nother video that I'll talk about when I talk about like the as far as like the vaccinations and things like that you have to do in order to prepare for nursing school. So that's a completely different video. So they talked about that and everything, and then they started talking about pharmacology and medical microbiology. So I'm thinking, those are nursing school courses. Those are courses that you take when you're already in nursing school, right? Because every BSN program that I've applied to, or in the process of applying to, I should say, all of those were included in the nursing program. Well, at this ADN program, they said that they only have 2 prerequisites, right? Well, 3. They have the HESI entrance exam, right? Then they have English 1301, which is like college level English 1, and then anatomy and physiology 1. That's it. That's it, sis. That's all you need in order to apply to this ADN program. So I was like, okay, all right, sure. I only got to take one of them classes. I can go ahead and apply, put my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, that's really good. So as the lady proceeded to talk, she was like, well, if you apply to our RN program, say for instance, you're doing it now. So you would take English in summer 1. You would take anatomy 1 in summer 2. Then in the fall semester, you can take anatomy 2. Then you could apply for nursing school in the spring when the application process opens up. And then, you waiting on your acceptance in the spring semester, you can take pharmacology. And then summer 1, you can take medical microbiology, and then you start the nursing program in the fall. So I was like, okay, if it's not a prerequisite, it's not required, and if it's included in the nursing program, why she saying you could take all of this beforehand? So, sis, wait, she was getting to that point. Look, so she said that if you do not take pharmacology and medical microbiology before you start the nursing program in the fall, that will be 2, not 1, but 2 additional classes added on to your first semester of nursing school. Mind you, you already taken 5 classes for your first semester of nursing school. So I was like, what? Hold up. Okay, so it is a prerequisite. So she was like, well, no, it's not technically a prerequisite because you don't need it in order to get into nursing school. But here's the catch: if you don't take it, right, and you decide to go ahead and you get into nursing school and you start your first semester of nursing school, if you don't pick up medical biology or pharmacology, you get dropped from the program the second semester. That sounds like a prerequisite, sis. I mean, it got prerequisite definitions written all over it. Like, why would I add on more stuff that I don't need to when I can already do it before I even get into the program? So that was the whole thing. So I was like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do. So I just went ahead. Basically, the steps that she said I'm taking, except for I don't need the English. So I'm doing the anatomy 1. I gotta take it over. Anatomy 1 and 2. I gotta take those over, and then I'll do the pharmacology and medical microbiology. So I was like, dang, I'm happy I came to this information meeting. Then she started talking about the HESI exam. So, as you guys know, I said in the previous video, my HESI exam was supposed to be today, July the 2nd, right? So, I was taking my HESI exam at another community college's central testing center hub, because it was the only place where I can find a testing center, because the other places, like for this specific district, the community colleges, they didn't have HESI testing schedule, and then the ones that they did have were completely full because it's only 12 seats. Only 12 seats, so they were all full. So I was like, okay, well, what I'm gonna do? I was like, well, it's a community college and it's still in Texas. It's like the next district over. It's not my district, but it's the next district over, and it's the same HESI exam. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just take it there, and then you can request to have them send your transcripts over to the school and the program that you're applying for. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. We in the meeting, and she say, oh, by the way, you guys, if you take the HESI exam, you have to take it with our district. We don't accept outside district HESI exams. I was like, okay. Mind you, this was yesterday. So I was like, okay, my HESI exam is tomorrow. So when I tell you, I was up in there like sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because now the only thing on my mind is I need to get my money back for that HESI exam. Because they're not going to transfer your funds or whatever. And then I was like, well, if I don't get it back, chalk it up to the game. Okay, I just lost $35 because that's how much it costs. $35 to take the HESI exam, a lot cheaper than the T's. So I was like, okay, I'll just chalk that up to the game. Whatever, I just lost that $35 if I'm not able to get my money back. And so throughout the rest of the information session, I'm just like, okay, because I knew mostly, the rest of the information, because that wasn't my first information session I had been to. And the only thing that had changed was the prerequisites in order to get into the nursing program. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So, mind you, they said set aside 3 hours. It started at 11. We was done at 11:45. I know. So I was like, okay, so I'm done. So now I'm like, okay, I need to figure out a way to contact the other testing center so I can cancel, and get rid of that. So I'm calling, calling, calling. Nobody answering the phone. I drive over there. Nobody is there. So I'm like, oh, what is going on? It was like some type of service day. They was off or whatever yesterday. And I was like, oh, are you serious? This cannot be happening to me today. So I go to the admissions and billing place, and I'm like, I need to cancel my HESI exam. It's tomorrow. I don't know what to do. Blase blase. And the lady looked at me. She said, "Ma'am, you could do that online." I say online. She was like, "Yes, you don't have to. You have to come in person to cancel." I was like, "Are you serious?" She was like, "Yeah, you just go online." So she told me where to go, where to sign up. All I had to do was delete my information. It was one click. And I was like, "Okay, well, do I get my money back?" And she was like, "Well, did you pay with cash or card?" And I was like, "I pay with a card." And she was like, "Oh, okay, it should be back on your card within 3 to 5 business days." So thank God for that, right? Thank God for her. I'm happy that, it's not going to charge me a whole bunch of money. But I was just like, man, this is really crazy. Like, what is going on? So that's my current well, not dilemma, but that's the current situation I'm doing right now. My nursing update. So summer 2, which starts on July the 11th. I went ahead and registered for class and everything. I start class on July the 11th. I'm taking anatomy and physiology 1. And then in the fall, I'll take anatomy and physiology 2. In the spring, I'll be taking medical microbiology. And then in summer 1, I'll take pharmacology. And by the grace of God, I get into the nursing program that I will have been applied to in January. And it starts in the fall. And so I will have like July off for my summer 2020. And then I would start the nursing program August of 2020, the fall of 2020. So I'm really excited. I'm happy everything is moving swiftly. I feel like it's a blessing, that the prerequisite stuff have changed, and that I'm gonna get pharmacology out of the way and just be taking it alone by itself with no other classes, so I'll really be able to focus and get a really, really good grade in, because I want to get an A in it. Thus far, I've received straight A's. I'm trying to keep my streak up. I'm trying to keep a 4.0, because them scholarships, that's what I want. Them scholarships, okay? Be small, baby boy. But yeah, so that's my nursing update. That's currently what I'm doing now. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment below. I have all my information, my email, where you guys can send me different questions. I have a few people that have been sending me emails, and I've had a really great time connecting with them and answering their questions and anything that they needed help with. I'll leave all of that in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, guys, bye.